Hello, good morning. At least it's a morning where I am, and it is a blustery morning. So I thought let's do a practice that gets the cobwebs out of the body and out of the mind with a nice energizing rise and shine morning practice. We are starting in a seated position. I have my legs crossed. I'm sitting on a blanket. You might like to sit on a block or on the floor, whatever you prefer. But make sure that you can sit upright in an alert way, but still relaxed. So we want to find that steadiness and ease, which we are striving for in each yoga pose. Firmly grounded on the sitting bones, legs relaxed, spine gently engaged. Take a nice deep breath in and releasing breath out. Next time you inhale, take your arms up, grow tall and do little easing out movements, just reaching up with your hands. And then link your hands, turn the palms and push the palms towards the ceiling. And again, sway a little bit from side to side. Keep the neck nice at ease. Now place your right hand down onto the floor, come into a side bend, a couple of breaths here, really reaching into the fingertips, leaning into the side bend. And then over to the other side. And come back to center, sit upright, take the chin towards the chest. Just roll the head from side to side. Really nice and slow. One more time to each side. And then when the chin is in the middle, just lift it up again. Take the fingertips behind you, stretch the chest, look up towards the ceiling. And then fold forwards. And again, do little movement just to ease out the hips and the lower back here. And come up again. Shake out the legs and cross them the other way. Sitting upright again. As you inhale, take the hands up, reach up, stretch. Link your hands now in the non-habitual way. Turn the palms, grow tall, ease even longer, grow even longer, neck at ease. This time we're going to come into a twist, so cross your right hand over, take the left hand behind you and look behind you. Couple of breaths. Come back to center, reach up and twist the other way. And come back to center, take the fingertips behind you, stretch the chest. And fold forwards. Might feel a little bit different with the legs crossed the other way. And then sit up. Get rid of your support if you were using support. And come into downward facing dog straight away. And we'll just take it nice and easy in this down dog. Stretching out the legs, walking out the legs. And yeah, moving the hips a bit from side to side, so whatever you prefer. And then stay in your down dog, stay still, push onto those hands, move the sitting bones up. Couple of nice deep breaths. And you might just like to really breathe out noisily.
getting rid of any stale air. And then next time you inhale, move forwards into an up dog. And as you exhale into down dog. So we'll do that 5 times all together. Nice rhythmical movement. Keep the arms strong. You could do cat-cow as an alternative if that feels too strong right now. And then another deep breath, a couple of deep breaths in down dog. Take the knees down, space them as wide as the mat, toes together, and fold into child's pose, extended child's pose. So we are going to keep it active, coming onto the fingertips and pushing back towards the hips. Head can be a bit lifted or on the floor. Now walk your hands over to the right, left hand on top, and draw back towards the hips for a little side stretch here. And then walk over to the other side. And come back to center. Lift up, place your knees underneath the hips. And take your hands forwards now. Lower the upper body down to come into puppy pose. So the elbows stay lifted here. And engage the core a little bit so that the lower back isn't hanging down, dipping down. You can really focus on stretching out the front of your shoulders. And then carefully come up, tuck your toes under if it's not too painful. Otherwise, sit on your heels. And just roll out the shoulders. Draw them up and back and down, nice big circles. And then same on the other side. Shrug them up to the ears and let them drop down. 2 more times. And lean forwards, come onto all fours, tap those toes out. So wrists are underneath the shoulders now, fingers nicely spread out. And we're going to extend the left leg onto the floor, draw the navel towards the spine for stability. And then lift that leg, the opposite arm for tiger pose. Find your balance here. Back leg is not any higher than your hips. Next time you inhale, lengthen a little bit more, and as you exhale, curl, nose towards the knee. And as you inhale, back to tiger. So 5 times all together. Come back to tiger. Take the hand down, take the leg down. And briefly lift that right knee off the floor. Push the floor away with your hands. And release. Ease out the wrists if necessary. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So extending the right leg. And engaging the core a little bit. And then coming up into tiger. Deep inhalation. And as you exhale, curl. 5 times. Lengthen and curl. back in tiger pose, to take the hand down, to take the foot down, and then to lift the left knee off briefly. Lovely. So both knees down, tuck the toes under, hand in a little bit in front of the shoulders now to go back to downward facing dog. Step the left foot in a little bit, lift your right leg up and step that leg through, rise up into warrior one. So make sure the hips are pointing forwards. And starting from the back foot, you're going to bend that front leg, keeping the core engaged so you're not overarching your lower back. Take the hands up, reach up, grow tall. Now prepare to balance. We're coming into warrior three from here. Taking the hands to the heart and transition onto your right leg, creating a T shape above the ground. And today we are going to point the fingertips back. And then step back into your warrior one. Straighten your front leg, take the hands to the hips and fold forwards into pyramid pose. Inhale, lift a bit, lengthen the body. Exhale, soften down, and do that 2 more times. Bend your front leg and step back into downward facing dog. And stepping the right foot in a little bit so you can lift your left leg up. And step through. Rise up into warrior one. So find your balance here. Always keep the neck at ease. And then prepare to come into warrior three. And focus on keeping the hips level so that the right hip doesn't roll up. Point the fingertips back. And step back. Take the hands up for warrior one. And then onto the hips, straighten your front leg. Come halfway into pyramid pose. Again, keeping those hips level. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. And 2 more times. Bend your front leg. This time we are going to step forwards to come into an easy forward fold. So feel free to bend the knees a little bit, sway from side to side. And slowly roll up into standing. Just taking the hands up and then down to your heart. We're going to continue with 3 rounds of sun salutation A. Inhale, take the hands up, look up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step or jump your feet back, come into plank. From plank, lower down to the floor. Inhale, cobra, keep the elbows tucked in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk or jump the feet forwards, straight back position. Exhale, fold. And rise up. Back to mountain pose. 2 more rounds. So find your own rhythm here.
And the last round. Stepping forwards and rising up. Hands at your heart. Couple of breaths, just a little pause. Now the feet are together and you're shifting your weight onto the heels, sitting down into chair pose. Keep the core engaged, navel towards the spine, and reach up. Nice steady breath, and fold down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. So we're stepping back with the left foot into a high lunge, and then rise up from here. Feel free to bend the knee a little bit. Your upper body is upright, core engaged. And then we're just going to lower that back knee down towards the floor and rise up again 5 times. Maybe the knee will come all the way down. Maybe not quite. 3, 4, and 5. Rise up, swivel your right foot under, left foot under. So it looks the other way around to you. Now we are preparing for triangle pose. So make sure the hips have come all the way around and just move them a little bit from side to side. Find that center point. Inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, reach sideways. Reach, reach, reach. Keep that alignment, don't lean forwards. Taking one hand down and the other hand up, and look up if your balance allows you to do that. 3 deep breaths. And rise up. Lovely. So widen your stance a little bit. Inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, come into warrior 2. Look over your front hand. Nice steady breaths, and you might just like to go a little bit up and down. And then stay in your warrior 2. Drop the back hand, reach up and back. Reverse warrior. And back to center. Lovely. Take the hands down. Step back into plank. Lower down to the floor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're stepping the left foot forward this time. Coming into a high lunge. Rise up. So adjust your position, find your balance. Hands on the hips. And then we lower down and we rise up 5 times. And then swivel your back heel under, turn the hips around, move them a bit from side to side. And find that center point. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, reach, reach, reach. And then tilt into your triangle pose. So work on straight legs, straight body, straight arms. Nice steady breath. And rise up. Widen your stance, possibly to come into warrior two. Little up and down movements. And then stay in warrior two. And drop your backhand, reach up and back. And come up again. Turn forwards, take your hands down, step back. Come into plank, lower down one more time. Inhale, rise up. Now exhale, lower. And push up for a brief release in child's pose, this time with the knees together, hands pointing back. Allowing the breath to settle down. And then take that head up and sit on the floor. And from there we are going straight down, lying on the back. So just lengthening here, and then keep your left leg straight. Draw your right knee towards the chest. So allow the arms and the shoulders to really be relaxed here. Just using the weight of the arms to draw the knee down. And ease out your right foot. And then from here, guide that knee over to the left to come into a twist. Head to the right. And shoulders on the floor. Maybe if you like, briefly lengthen your right leg. And then roll onto your back again. Straighten out, keep the right leg on the floor and draw the left knee in. Ease out the left ankle. And then come into your twist from here. Guiding the left knee over, releasing the head to the left. Briefly extend your left leg. I can't do it here, the wall is in the way. And then come back to center. Straighten out. Inhale, take the arms up and over. Exhale, curl nose towards the knee. And then rock up. Join me briefly in a seated position again. Of course, if you have the time, please do add on 5 minutes or so, just lying on your back in Shavasana or any other relaxation position, and chill out a little bit. I for now say goodbye and see you again next time.